Prince William and Kate Middleton's big move forces two families out of their homes. Welcome to Royal Chronicles, your home of the British royal family updates and affairs. Before we start, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more amazing updates. Imagine moving into a new house, excited to start fresh, only to find out that your arrival has pushed not one, but two families out of their homes. Well, that's exactly the royal storm Prince William and Kate Middleton are caught up in right now. The future king and queen's latest move isn't just making headlines, it's stirring whispers of controversy, questions about privilege, and debates about whether the royals are truly in touch with ordinary life. Stay with me till the end, because what's happening behind the gates of their new residence is far more dramatic than the polished palace press releases suggest. The big move nobody expected. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Prince William and Kate Middleton, are no strangers to moving homes. From Kensington Palace to Anmer Hall, their residences have always reflected their growing roles in the royal family. But this latest move, to the historic Adelaide Cottage in Windsor, has turned into a royal talking point for all the wrong reasons. Why? Because their relocation hasn't just been about unpacking boxes and decorating rooms. Their choice of home has displaced two families who previously lived on the estate, sparking criticism that the royals' personal comfort comes at the expense of ordinary people. And here's the kicker. While William and Kate frame this as a fresh start for their family, insiders say the story is far more complicated. Who were the families affected? You might be wondering, who exactly were these families forced to move out? Reports suggest that the cottage had long been occupied by royal staff members, some with decades of service to the crown. These were not wealthy aristocrats but loyal employees who had made Windsor their home. When William and Kate expressed interest in the property, arrangements were swiftly made to relocate these households. And while Buckingham Palace officials insist that the families were relocated with support, the truth is murkier. Some accounts hint at rushed timelines, limited choice in alternative housing, and, perhaps most painfully, a sense of being pushed aside for royal convenience. Imagine dedicating years of your life to serving the royal family, only to be told, sorry, you'll have to pack up, their royal highnesses are moving in. Why Adelaide Cottage? Now, let's pause and look at why Adelaide Cottage became the royal couple's target. Nestled in the heart of Windsor Great Park, Adelaide Cottage offers something Kensington Palace never could: privacy, safety, and proximity to Queen Elizabeth's former residence. For William and Kate, raising George, Charlotte, and Louis in a quieter environment away from the chaos of central London was a dream come true. The cottage itself is steeped in history, originally built in 1831 for Queen Adelaide, wife of King William IV. It's charming but not enormous, with 4 bedrooms, making it more modest than their sprawling Norfolk retreat, Anmer Hall. But here's the twist: while the public sees this as a down-to-earth choice, critics argue that even this modest cottage comes with a hefty price tag for taxpayers. After all, royal security, maintenance, and renovations don't come cheap. The backlash. As news of the displacement broke, the public reaction was swift and divided. On one side, royal supporters claim the move makes perfect sense. The children get stability, William and Kate get privacy, and Windsor remains the symbolic heart of the monarchy. But critics, they see hypocrisy. At a time when ordinary British families are struggling with rising living costs, energy bills, and housing shortages, the sight of the royals moving into a new home, while forcing others out, feels tone-deaf. Social media lit up with questions. Why couldn't William and Kate choose another residence without disrupting staff families? Did they really need a fourth home when most people can't afford one? And isn't it ironic that the royals, symbols of stability, cause upheaval in the lives of those closest to them? Behind palace doors. Here's where it gets even juicier. Royal insiders whisper that the move wasn't just about family life, it was strategic. Living in Windsor positions William and Kate closer to the center of royal power. With King Charles taking on heavier responsibilities and the monarchy facing public scrutiny, being based near Windsor means William can play a more visible role as the heir. Some say the move also distances the Cambridges from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who made Windsor's Frogmore Cottage their UK home before stepping back as senior royals. Could this be subtle palace positioning? A quiet power play? The timing raises eyebrows. The family's silence. So, what about the displaced families? Interestingly, they've remained largely silent in the media, likely due to non-disclosure agreements and the tight grip of palace protocol. But silence doesn't mean satisfaction. Rumors swirl that some of the affected staff felt blindsided, their years of loyalty rewarded with little more than a hurried goodbye. It's a reminder that life in the shadow of royalty isn't always as glamorous as it seems. The bigger picture. Let's zoom out. This move highlights a bigger question about the monarchy's future. How can an ancient institution survive in modern times when it still operates with such privilege? William and Kate are often praised as the modern face of the monarchy, relatable, down-to-earth, hands-on parents. And yet, stories like this reveal the tension between their public image and private reality. Yes, they want a normal upbringing for their children. But their version of normal involves a historic cottage, sprawling royal grounds, and the displacement of others. It's a far cry from the average family's experience. What this means for the royals. So, what does this all mean for Prince William and Kate Middleton? On one hand, their move to Windsor cements them as the next generation of royals preparing to take the throne. They're positioning themselves as central figures, close to power, and ready for the responsibilities ahead. But on the other hand, every choice they make is under the microscope. Every move has consequences. And this latest decision has shown the cracks in the carefully polished royal narrative. The truth is, the royals can't escape the clash between tradition and modern expectation. Moves like this, no matter how practical for them, fuel debates about whether the monarchy truly serves the people or simply serves itself. So, what do you think? Was William and Kate's move a practical family decision, or was it an example of royal privilege at its worst? Did the two families forced out deserve better, or is this simply how life works in the royal world? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear what you think. And if you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because there's always more royal intrigue waiting just around the corner.